Vrising's massive 1.1 patch has been out for a little over 2 weeks now, and the new additions have been awesome. But with so many insane changes, it's easy to overlook the little stuff, so here's 10 tips or things you might have missed. Coming in at number 1 is the Fusion Forge. While most of you know that this can be used to mix and match stats on jewels, shattered weapons, and even artifact weapons, it may surprise some of you to know that you can also merge lower tiers into higher ones. This revelation adds another level to early game farming, allowing you to carry those perfect stat rolls with you into the end game. For number 2, we have Jakira. While not the only boss on this list, she just might be the most annoying to fight at level. To add salt to the wound, she also gatekeeps the slashers all the way in Act 4. Thankfully for us, once you know how, she's actually pretty easy. You can find Jakira patrolling along this path and drag her into powerful mobs like the Treant and Golems to unlock the slashers well before progressing into the zone. The mobs in this region are so powerful that I've managed to do this both with and without wolf form as early as level 35. At number 3, we have probably my favorite quality of life addition, which is the change to placeables. While some probably know you can now dismantle and move entire flower beds, it might surprise you to know that you can also plant them with a simple right click. What's more is that this awesome change also applies to bombs and golems, so we no longer have to do those awkward inventory swaps. Speaking of golems, they also saw a pretty decent change in 1.1 that prevents all types of snares from affecting them. However, one of the new Oakvale units, the Sentinel, just doesn't care about that. He can outright stun them once he gets his combo down. This makes for a particularly deadly setup when paired with the Alchemist, whose ground DOTs also quickly drain the golem's HP. Speaking of things that don't care, from blatant teaming to street checks, Carver's one boss that's proven to be a downright problem in the late game. Thankfully, just like Jakira, we can pull some local units to even the odds. You can find some help from Silverlight mobs that occasionally roam into the zone and even call on the local wildlife. Unfortunately, the spawns for these aren't always close enough to lend a hand, but they make a massive difference when they do, so it's definitely worth scouting before the fight. At number 6, we have the new Summoning Circle recipes. Patch 1.1 introduced the ability to spawn Lesser and Primal Blood Souls from Mortium Rifts right in the comfort of your own base. Just like the other recipes, bosses summoned this way won't despawn no matter how long they're left unattended, so not only does this offer a great alternative to farming in-game drops, but you can also fish around for some truly lethal base defense. Speaking of things you can summon, the Vermin Nest also got some new utility. This is thanks to the change made to prison cells. Now that we're no longer restricted to taming humanoids, you can use the various Vermin Nest recipes to farm for high percent bloods directly from your base. This is especially impactful when setting up farms for the mosquitoes, since they can spawn with a number of different blood types. For those curious, I actually did an entire video on how to do this that I've linked in the description below. The addition of the Redistribution engine and requisite system adds a completely new layer to crafting and refinement. This system, with its toggleable automation, does more than just give the convenience of less walking though. You can use these to set up entire factories in your base that produce research, golems, decoration materials, and even semi-automated mob farms. Speaking of convenience, the addition of treasury flooring brings an amazing change to the game that allows you to store resources and use them for remote crafting. However, it can be pretty annoying to walk all the way back to your vault whenever you need to store new items. So players have come up with a clever way to get around this. Instead of making the long trek to your loot room, you can set up a devourer near your front entrance to quickly depot at the click of a button. The reason we use a devourer for this is because it's a refinement station that, unlike others, can sort to all the different chest types. Just be sure that when using it this way, you turn the machine off to avoid any accidental heartbreak. And lastly, at number 10, we have Sir Erwin. Taking him out early is a must for anyone eyeing the stable and new brick wallpaper. However, if mounted combat isn't your thing, he can be kind of annoying to pin down. One huge tip for this fight is that if you kite him to the card on the right, his movements become much more manageable, allowing you to get the easy W.
A valiant end for a noble soul.
And that's it for the video, guys. I hope you're all still enjoying this patch as much as I am, and as always, thank you so much for watching. This is GrimXV, signing off.